and on. Fair is foul and foul is fair, hover through the fog and fills the air.
What bloody woman is that she can report, as seemeth by her plight of the revolt in the new estate?
This is the sergeant, who, like a good and hardy soldier, fought against my captivities. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou didst leave it.
The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel to that multiplying villainies of nature who sworn upon him. But all's too weak. The brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution like Valor's minion, carved out his passage to efface the slain, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Mark, King of Scotland, Mark! No sooner justice had with valour armed compelled these sleeping curs to trust their heels, but the away lord, surveying vantage of furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this, our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
In honest things do, I must report they were as hellions overcharged double cracks, so they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe. Except they left a vein and reeking wounds. Memorized another Golgotha, I cannot tell. But I am faint. My flesh is thrown to hell.
So well thy loss and comely as thy wounds. They smack with honour both. Go get her surgeons. Who comes here?
'Tis the worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through her eyes. When should she look that seems to speak things strange?
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy thing?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict. Point against point rebellious, arm against arm, curbing the slavish spirit. And, to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness. No more that the Thane of Cawdor shall deceive. Our bosom interest. Go and pronounce his present death, and with his former title, Great Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
So fair and foul a day I have not seen.
How far is it from What are these so withered and so wild in their attire? There looks not of inhabitants of earth, yet are on it. Seem to understand me. By each at once, a chappy finger lying upon the skinny lip.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of
that which outwardly ye show. My noble partner you greet with present grace, in great prediction of noble having and of royal hope, so that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look at the seeds of time, and say which grain will grow, which will not, speak to me. Neither beg nor fear your favours, nor your hate.
Hail! Hail!
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater. Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. I know I'm Thane of Blunt, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands not within the realm of belief, no more than Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why speak, I charge you.
Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. What seemed corporal melted as breath into wind. Would they had stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
Or one Thane of Cawdor too, went it not so?
To the self-same tune of words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend which should be thine or his. As thick as hail came post to post, and every one did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defence, and pour them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into sight, not to pay thee.
And, for an earnest of a greater honour, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane who lives yet, but under heavy judgment, bears that life which he deserves to lose, whether he was with those combined of Norway, or did line rebel with hidden help and vantage? I know not, but treason capital confessed and proved have overthrown him.
Glamis, and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope that your children should be kings, when those that promised the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That trusted hope might yet enkindle you into the crown, besides the name of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us our harms, the instruments of darkness tells us truths, wins us with honest trifles, to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word I pray you.
Two truths are told, as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, my gentle friends. Cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it promised me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock against my ribs, against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings.
Look how our part is wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why, chance may crown me without my stir.
New horrors come upon him. Like our strange garments, leave not them old with the aid of use.
Come what come may, time and the hour runs through even the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, you stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favour, my brain was wrought with things forgotten. Come, will to the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and, more time, the interim having weighed it, let us speak our free hearts to each other.
Very lovely.
Till then, come, friends.
Is execution done on Cornwall? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I spoke to one who saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treason, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth his repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin. The sin of my ingratitude even now weighs heavy on me. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The loyalty and honour I owe. In doing it pays itself. Your Highness's part is to receive our duties. And our duties are to your throne, your state children, and your servants, who do but what they must by keeping everything safe towards your love and honour.
Welcome hither. Plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and all those whose places are the nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest Malcolm, whom here we name after the Prince of Cumberland. Honour must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of stars shall shine upon all deservers, from hence to Inverness and bind us further to you.
The rest is labour, which is not used for you. I'll be myself a harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Gordon.
The Prince of Cumberland. That's the step which I must fall down, or else o'erleap. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned a desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me and referred me to the coming on of time, with hail king that shall be. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose in the dews of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness has promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised yet. Do I fear thy nature? It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great. Art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. Thou wast highly, thou wouldst thou holily, wouldst not pay false, yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou'st have, great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou mightst do it if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do than wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden mount which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have crowned thee withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. It's not my master with him. Who were it so would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true, our thane is coming. One of my fellows hath speeded him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarce in one would make up his message.
Give him tempting.
He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here, and fill me from the crowns with a toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passes to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your slightless substances you wait on nature's mischief, and pull thee in the dullest smoke of hell, that my keen knife do not wound in mace, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark, to cry, hold! Hold! Great glance! Worthy Cawdor! Greater than both, but all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
And never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my thing, is as a book, where men may read strange matters, to beguile the time, look like the time, bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for. And you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall to all our nights and days give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We shall speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favour ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. See our honoured hostess. Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, hath holpen him home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and naught is theirs in compt, to make their orders at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done, then well it were done quickly. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He has almost stopped wisely left the chamber.
Hath he asked for me?
No, not he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honoured me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk when you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And waits it now to look not so green and pale? And what it did so freely from this time such I count thy love? Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou the great a tournament of life, living as a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the addict?
Prithee, please! I dare do all that is to become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. I have given suck, and know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out. And I so sworn to you to have done this.
If we should fail,
We fail! But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to either shall his rather days hard journeys will soundly invite him. His two chambers will I with wine and sail, so convince that memory. The water of the brain shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason and limbo only, when in swinish sleep their drenched natures do lies in the death. What cannot you and I fall upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
bring forth men, children only, for I am daunted and metal should nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two outside the chamber, and use their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamour pour upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to his terrible feet. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not seen the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
Take to Spencer.
Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Are we at rest? The king's abed, all is well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it, in some words, upon that business, if you grant time.
At your kind pleasure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honour for you.
I lose none in seeking to augment it. But still, keep my bosom franchise, my allegiance clear. I shall be counselled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir, the likes to you.
Go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? For I see thee still, in form as palpable as this which I now draw. Thou marshalledst me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses. or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade of dungeons, gouts of blood which was not so before! There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Whilst I fret, he lives. A deed too cold a night breath gives. I go, and 'tis done. The bell invites me. Hear not, Duncan, for 'tis a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. That which hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bell which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, the certificate grooms do mock their charge with snores. I've jogged their possets. The death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die.
Who's there? What?
Alack, I'm afraid they have awaked and 'tis not done. 'Tis the attempt and not the deed that confounds us. Hark, I laid the daggers ready, he could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband.
I've done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry, did you not speak?
When?
Now!
As I descended.
Aye.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donaway.
As one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder. I stood and watched them, but they did say their prayers and address them back to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and Amen the other, as they saw me with these hangman's hands.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore can I not say Amen? I had most need for blessing, and Amen stuck in my throat!
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth hath murdered sleep. The innocent sleep that knits up the tender eye of care, the death of each day's life.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, to the whole house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy king, did you unbend your noble stroke to think sort of brain sickly of things? Go, get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I am afraid to think what I have done. Look upon it again, I dare not.
Infernal cubs, give me the daggers. 'Tis the attempt on the deed that confounds us. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears the painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Wait, is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What are these hands? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all Neptune's great ocean wash this blood from my hands? No. These hands will rather the multitudinous seas in Incarnate, turn the green one red.
My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Hark! You are knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber, a little water clears us of this deed. Your constancy hath left you unattended. No knocking, get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us not to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed? I best not know myself.
Oh, wait, Duncan, with thy knocking! I would thou couldst!
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hell's Gate, he should have all turnkey. Knock, 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 knock. Remember the porter.
Is it so late, friend? Ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Marry, sir, we were carousing till the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
And what three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and hearing. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. Provokes the desire, and takes away the performance. Therefore, drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him, and it disheartens him. It makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in sleep, and giving him the line, leaves him.
I didn't drink it either last night.
That it did, sir. In the very throat of me, but I required him for his line, I think. Being too strong for him, he took up my legs, and I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? I'm not going to wake him. Give me time.
Good morning, noble sir. Good morrow, both.
Is thy master stirring over there?
Not yet.
It did command me to call time for him. I have almost hit the hour.
I'll take you to him. This is the door.
I'll make sure not to call. It is my limited service.
Go for kingdoms today.
He does. He did point so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused event. A new hatch to the woeful time, the obscure bird, clamoured the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! Horror, horror! Tongue your heart cannot conceive nor name me.
What matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Your sacrilegious murder hath broke open the Lord's mighty temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say, the life?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber, destroy the sight. With a new rule, when I do not bid me speak, see and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason! Banquo and Donald Bain, Malcolm, awake! Sleep off this downy sleep. Ring the alarm bell! My gentlemen, it is not for you to hear what I speak, for the repetition never resumed murder as it fell. Banquo, the royal master's murdered.
Alas, in our house! Too cruel anywhere! Did us, but can you contradict us and say it's not so?
Had I but died an hour before this time, I'd have lived a blessed life, from this moment there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees is left for the vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood, stopped. The very source of it stopped.
Your royal father was murdered.
By whom?
Those of his chamber seem to have done it. Their hands and faces were embadged with blood. So were the daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life is to be trusted with them.
Yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who could be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral, all in a moment? No man. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. His gashes looked like a lease of nature. There, the murderers stepped in the colours of their trade. Who could let it go who had a heart to love, and in one's heart courage to make one's love known?
Help me, Head. Oh!
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues? When most may claim this argument for hours.
What should be spoken here? Where our fate, hidden in an auger hole, may rush and seize us? Let's away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the quick emotion.
Look to the lady. When we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer an exposure, let us meet to question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against this undivulged pretense I fight at this treasonous malice.
And so do I.
And so all.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Aye, sir.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let us not consult with them. To show them unfelt sorrow is the office which the false done man does easily. I'll to England.
To Ireland I. Our separated fortunes shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there are daggers in men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
They did so. To the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day, what good could they pretend?
They were suborned, Malcolm and John Bain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Gainst nature still, thriftless ambition that will grab up thine own life's means. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named, and has gone to Scone to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Combe Kill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardians of their bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, I'll to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things tomorrow. Adieu. Let's not all ropes easier than I knew.
Farewell.
Thou hast us all now. King, Cornwall glance. All is the weird sister's promise, and I fear thou hast placed no foully for it. It is said, we should not stand in thy posterity, but myself shall be root and mother to many kings. If truth combine them, as they did upon Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why? By the verities still need me good. May they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? Hush no more.
Ah, here's our chief guest.
If she'd been forgotten, there'd been as a gap in our great feast and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight, Ma, we hold a solemn supper, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, by the which the duties of with an indissoluble tie permanent.
Ride you this afternoon.
Aye, sir.
We should have else desired your good advice, which has been both grave and prosperous in this hour. But we'll take tomorrow. It's fine, right?
That's why my lord the time betwixt this and supper. Go up my horse the better, or I must become a drawer of the night for a dark hour of mine.
Fail not our peace.
My lord, I will not.
We hear that our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parasite, filling their hearers with strange invention. Solve that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. Hie ye to your horse, adieu, till you return at night. Goes play on this with you.
Aye, my lord, and our time is called upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Till then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men at our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus, our fears in Banquo stick deep. There is none but her whose genius I do fear, and under her my genius is rebuked. She chid the weird sisters speak to her when they first placed the name of king upon me. Then, prophet-like, they hailed her mother to a line of kings. Upon my head they have placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren sceptre in my grip, thence to be wrenched with unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, I have murdered, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go to the gate and stand there till we call. Was it not yesterday when we spoke together?
It was. So please, Your Honor.
Well then, have you considered my speeches? No, it was Banquo in times past who held you so under fortune that you had thought had been our innocent self. This I made clear to you in our last conference.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our second point of meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant that you can let this go? Are you so gospelled to pray for this poor woman and for her line, who have bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
I can catalogue you beautifully. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, said, and I shall put that business in your bosoms.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and the buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless in what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set out any lie, on any chance, to mend it or be rid of it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is she mine. And by such bloody distance, at every moment of her being thrust against my nearest of life. And though I could, with barefaced strength, sweep her aside, yet I must not. For certain friends who are both hers and mine, and whose loves I cannot afford to lose, thence it is to your assistance I do make love, shielding the business from the common eye, for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us, though our lives.
Your spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to find yourselves, for it must be done tonight. And with her, to leave no rubs nor botches in the work, Fleance, her son, who keeps her company, and who must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone to court? I imagine that the town's against now. Say to the king I will attend his leisure for a few words. Madam, I will.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone with sorry fancies your companions make you, using those thoughts which should indeed have guided with them they think on? What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well.
Come on, gentle my lord. Sleep over your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
So shall I, dear love. So I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and her Fleance lives.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest child, till thou applaudest the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender arm of the pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words. Hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us, the west yet glimmers with streaks of day. Now spurs the later traveller to gain the timely inn, the subject of our watch.
Hark,
you hear horses.
He was like their home.
"'Tis she. His horses are about. Alight, alight. Stand to it."
It's rain tonight.
"Let it come down."
Open me! Not inside! Not space for men! Let me!
There is but one down. The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair.
Let's away and see how much is done.
You know your own degrees. Sit down, and first and last a hearty welcome.
Pronounce the book aside to all our friends, for my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst, and anon we'll drink a measure, the table round. There's blood on my face.
"'Tis Banquo's then."
It's better be without than she within. Is she dispatched?
"My lord, her cut his throat, that I did for her."
Thou art the best of cutthroats. Though he's good, the like for flayance. Thou didst it, thou art the non-Burrell.
"Most royal sir, Clean's schemes."
Then comes my fit again. Idelspin, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. Now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
"Aye, good lord, a ditch he finds, with 20 trench gashes to the head. The least a death to nature."
Well, thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies, the worm that's fled hath nature, which in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone, we'll see ourselves tomorrow.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold that is not often vouched what is a making. 'Tis given with welcome to people best at home, and thence the sauce to meet a ceremony. Meeting will bear without it.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good digestion and appetite wait on both.
May it please your highness, sit.
Here had we our country's honour roofed, with the greatest person Banquo present, whom I may rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays claim to his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
There's a place reserved for you, sir.
Where?
Over here, my good lord.
Which of you hath done this?
What, my lord?
Thou canst not say I did. Never shake thy gory locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise, his highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is nothing happened from his seat. I pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought he'll be well again. Are you a man?
I am a bold one! How dare look on back and much call the devil!
Proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces when all's done you look but on a stool?
Prithee, look! See, behold! How sayest you? Care I? If thou canst not, speak to.
What quite unmanned in folly!
If I stand here, I saw her.
Fly for shame! My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most noble friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health, my lord. And then I'll sit down. Bring me some wine. Feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our friend Banquo, whom we miss would she were here. To all, and her, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt! And quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! What man dare? I dare! Take any form but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble, or be alive again, and challenge me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then, protest me, the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence!
Speak of this, good peers, which is a thing of custom. 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
Can such sights be?
What sights, my lord?
I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once. Good night, go at once.
Good night. Better health attend His Majesty.
Kind good night, all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which.
How sayest you that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send him, sir?
There's not a one, but in his house he keeps a servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird sisters. They will tell me more. I intend to know by the worst means, the worst! I'm blood stepped in so far that, should I wait no further, returning was tedious as going over. Strange things I have in mind, which will to hand, which must be acted upon, ere they may be scanned.
You lack the seasons of all natures. Sleep.
Come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initial fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young, indeed.
How did you dare to trade in traffic with Macbeth in riddles and the bed of death? And I, the master of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part and show the glory of our art. But which is worse, all you have done, hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, and not for you. But to make amends now, get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron, meet me in the morning, till he will come to seek his destiny. Your vessels and yourself provide, your charms with everything beside. I am for the air, this night I'll spend, until a fateful and dismal end. Great business must be brought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon, there hangs a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it comes to ground. And that distilled by magic's light shall raise such artificial strife, and at the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear his hopes of wisdom, grace, and fear. As you all know, security is mortal's chiefest enemy.